What you're about to see are passionate, dedicated, and trained people practicing and preparing to enter an extreme sporting event that may change their lives. Do not try this on your own without necessary experience and supervision.
Breathe in, breathe out. This moment's what it's all about. Want to be great, your goal awaits. Don't hesitate. Xcellerate!
Set for the race, aim to give it all I got. Mind is set, gonna reach the highest spot. Working hard in order to fulfill my goal. Nothing can stop me from getting what I'm going for. That's being great. I was working tirelessly, so I won't hesitate. Gotta get to first place, hands on the golden plate. I'll concentrate, won't hit the brake, just move forward, accelerate.
Welcome to Xcellerate. Last week, we braved the rough waters with 10-year-old sailor Elisa, who competed over 2 days in the Southern Charter Classic. Today, we revisit one of our favorite accelerators, 13-year-old motorbike racer Slade Van Niekerk. In our previous season, we saw Slade take the honors in his local club championship. Now we join him as he aims for the top spot in the Advanced Short Circuit CBR 150 Junior Regional Championships. Motorbike racing, also known as motorcycle racing or motor racing, is the sport of racing motorbikes on hard surfaces resembling roads, usually paved with tarmac. Slade is currently leading the Short Circuit CBR 150 Junior Regional Championships, but is hoping to gain more points in the third round so he can end the season on a higher rank. Let's meet this accelerator.
My name is Slade Van Niekerk. I'm 13 years old and I go to Generation School, Sunningdale. I stay in Tableview with my parents and my older sister. I started motor racing when I was 8 years old. We went to PE for my father to race, and I got on an NSF 100. And then since then, I've been racing.
Slade's passion for the sport definitely comes from a racing family, that his father races, his nephew races, his uncle races. So he's grown up around the environment. When it comes to the talent, I think his mathematical mind, along with his competitiveness, is something that aids him in his racing career, because he can figure things out. He's patient, but he's also mathematical, so he plots and plans when things are going to happen to the better of his race that he's doing at that time.
I just like racing because of the excitement I get when I'm on the bike, and when you're riding with kids that are 18 and they race nationals and you're racing with them and you're beating them. It just gives me such a good feeling. Everyone who races, their dream is to race in MotoGP, which is the top racing in the world. So if I could go anywhere in the future, it would be there. So the basic rules of the sport are: your bike has to be legal to the class rules and what has been set out. You have to have a helmet with a strap that is tight. You can't have holes in your leathers or gloves or boots because it becomes dangerous. In a race, you're not allowed to pull away before the lights go off, because then that's jump starting. And then you're not allowed to cut corners. So when you're riding, you need a helmet, you need a set of leathers, you need gloves, you need knee sliders, and you need boots. My parents are very supportive when I'm racing. Before I go out, they tell me, do your best, and if you do well, then congratulations, you did so well. But if you don't get what you want, it's okay. That just motivates you to push for it the next time. My coach is my dad. He's worked on ships his whole life, and now he works on motorbikes too. He is also a racer, and he races at Short Circuit in the CBR 150 Seniors. We have a very good relationship together on and off track, because it's good that we are able to ride with each other and then see each other a lot. And then he also, when I'm learning from him, he's very motivational, and he's always trying to push me to be my best.
I'm very happy with Slade's dedication to his training. He spends a lot of time and a lot of efforts trying to improve his times. We're pushing him quite hard as well. We're trying to teach him to give us feedback when he practices, but he's getting there slowly but surely, you know. Now he's able to come in and tell me, Dad, this is wrong with the bike or that's wrong with the bike, so I can try different things. And he goes out, he tests, he goes a bit faster. So yeah, his dedication to his training is very good.
I spend about 4 hours a week riding. Before an important event, I'll spend 8 hours a week riding. I'm preparing for round 3 of the Short Circuit CBR 150 Junior Regional Championship held at Kalani International Racing.
It's quite a critical event for us. He is presently leading the championship. So at this next race meeting, we're hoping to bag a few more points to take us further into the lead in the championship, which is exactly what we need for the end of the season.
If I win this event, I will be extremely happy because this championship has meant a lot for me, and I've raced in it 2 years now and come second twice. So if I win this event, I'll get big points lead in the championship, which will help motivate me a lot more through the rest of the season.
After the break, Slade prepares to compete in the Short Circuit CBR 150 Junior Regional Championships. Will all his hard work and preparation pay off? If you want to be our next Xcelerator, visit our Facebook page and tell us about the sport that you do. Who knows? Maybe we'll see you on our next season. Welcome back. This is Xcellerate. Today we're in Cape Town, following 13-year-old motorbike racer Slade Van Niekerk, who'll be competing in the round 3 of the Short Circuit CBR 150 Regional Championships. Slade is leading the championships, but needs to gain more points in order to rank on top in the season. Will he be able to race to the top?
Because the day is going to be a long day of racing, we make sure to arrive early at the track. Once we arrive at the track, we offload the bikes. I help my dad to offload the bikes. My dad will also be racing today in the CBR 150 Seniors Cup. Once all the main checks are done on my bike, we put the tire warmers on. The tire warmers are very important because they help with the grip on the bike. If my tires aren't warmed up properly, it could cause a lot of danger as I won't have as much grip. Now that all the checks are done on my bike and my tire warmers are on, the scrutineer comes to check my bike and see if it's safe. Then he puts the sticker on to show that the bike's been scrutineered and everything is ready to race. After my scrutineering's done and I passed, I go up to get my transponder. I go to the control tower to fetch my transponder, which I have to sign for. The transponder's function is to measure my lap times. I take my transponder back to my bike and put it on the left front fork. Once my transponder is secure, I make my way over to rider's briefing. The COC briefs us on the order of the racing. Also, she gives us some safety tips and wishes us well for the race day ahead. We end off rider's briefing with a short prayer and then we head back to our pits. I'm really excited to get onto my bike and test the track conditions for the race day. Now I go out for my qualifying. We do qualifying to determine the place we start on the grid using the times picked up by our transponders. When I'm on a straight, I tuck my body in onto the bike so I can be as aerodynamic as possible. In the turns, I try lean as much as I can so I can maintain my speed. I'm getting good drive on my bike and improving my lap times. The marshals let us know the qualifying is done. I had the fastest time in my qualifying, so I qualified on pole position. I'm really excited that I got a good position in this qualifying and I'm ready to start my first race. I'm getting ready for the first race of the day. My dad puts fuel into my bike. Once my bike has fuel, I head to the entrance of the track and wait for the marshals to let me go for the race. When I get onto the starting grid, I'm completely focused and make sure to not make any mistakes in the race. And the race begins. I go strong into my first corner. I try lean my bike as much as I can so I can get good drive and acceleration out the corner. I'm starting to build up a nice gap to the rest of my competitors. I now go into the rallycross section. Once I get out the rallycross section, I go straight into the cut-through. In the cut-through, I have to lean very low again and swap sides very quickly. At turn 3, I start getting nice speeds and start to pull away from my competitors behind me. At this point, I'm building up a nice lead. I can feel I'm going very fast. The bike's going between 120 to 130 kilometers per hour. I've still got a huge gap on my competitors. I'm very focused in this race and I feel like I'm gonna win already. I'm heading into my last lap now. Even though I have a big gap and it's the last lap, I keep riding the same way I have the whole race. I head into the rallycross. And I come out of it very fast. I head into turn 3 and I'm very excited because the finish line is very close. Finally, I get the checkered flag. I feel very relieved. That was a very good first race. Now I head back to the pits. I get into the pits and my mom is waiting to congratulate me for my first race. One of my friends comes to congratulate me on a good race. I put my bike back on its stand. I feel glad that the race is over and I get a chance to relax. So now I have 2 races to go, but as it stands, I'm leading my class. I'm getting ready to start my second heat and pull away to the track entrance. I'm feeling very confident for the race ahead because now I know the pace of the other riders, and I'm starting from pole because I won the first race. And race 2 starts. I didn't get the smoothest of starts, but I still managed to head into the first corner in first place. I'm really pushing the bike now. I get out of the first corner and head into the rallycross section. As I go into the corner, I see bike number 71 right behind me. It makes me ride harder. I get out of the rallycross section with good drive. I'm trying to build a lead, but bike number 71 is still pushing me very hard. I finally break away from the pack in turn 3. I head into the first corner and try maintain my speed. I'm starting to focus more in the race. I go into the rallycross section. And I'm starting to finally establish a good lead between me and the riders behind me. I'm heading out of the cut-through and heading into turn 3 and riding as hard as I can. I'm probably reaching speeds of 120. I'm starting to build a comfortable lead now. I'm not very worried about my other competitors because I'm more focused on being safe and being smooth. I'm heading out of the cut-through and heading into turn 3 and riding as hard as I can. At this point, I just need to build up a bit more of a distance between me and my competitor, and then I can start relaxing. I head into the rallycross and maintain a high speed. At this point, I start to relax because I've seen that my competitors are far behind. I come to the cut-through on the final lap and try not to push too hard. I come through turn 3 and start to realize that I'm about to win the race. I'm very excited about this win.
Yo, Slade is leaving his opponents in his dust, Baba. Can he keep up his blistering pace and still remain in control? Keep watching to find out. If you want to be our next Xcelerator, visit our Facebook page and tell us about the sport that you do. Who knows? Maybe we'll see you on our next season. Welcome back to Xcellerate. Today we're in Cape Town, following 13-year-old motorbike racer Slade Van Niekerk, who'll be competing in the round 3 of the short circuit CBR 150 Junior Regional Championships. Slade is currently leading the pack. Can you race to the top and claim gold?
I go through pit lane and get ready to start the race. I head to the track entrance. The marshals let me onto the track. Now I'm heading towards the starting grid to start the third and final race. I do a quick check on my tire and make sure everything is okay. I indicate to my mom that everything is in order and start getting hyped up for the race. I'm starting in pole again because I won the second race as well. The beginning of the final race. I got a much better start this race and took the lead very early. I got a fairly good gap with the first corner, but the competitor was still behind me. I come through the cut through and I try to get the best drive I can. Now I come onto the back straight and try be as aerodynamic as possible to get a good gap. I come into the first corner of the second lap with the competitor still pretty close to me. I get good drive out the corner and it helps with my gap. I come into the rallycross section and maintain a good speed. As I come out, I get good drive and it helps with my gap as well. I lean into the cut through and try to get as low as possible to turn the corner quicker. I come back onto the back straight. I take a short look behind me to see where my competitor is. I come onto the back straight and prepare for the second last lap of the race. I come into the first corner and lean the bike as much as I can to try to go as fast as I can. I come out with good drive and get ready for the next corner. I come through the rallycross and go high over the jump and then brake hard for the next part. I get as good drive as I can and try to get the best time that I can. I pushed hard this race because my tires were good, so I felt that it would be best for me to just ride hard. I come through turn 3 for the final time as I go for the final lap. I just started my final lap. I come through the first corner, riding as hard as I can. I come out with good drive and good speed. I come into the next corner and try and maintain all my speed. I come out over the bumps and try get good drive. I come through the cut through and lean in as early as possible to try get out as quick as possible. I come through turn 3 and I know it's the last time. I'm very excited because I know now that I've won my final race of the day. I've crossed the line for the final lap. I'm feeling very good because I won the race by a big gap, so it was a lot better, and also it was a lot easier because I was more focused on the race and not trying to not crash. Now I head off to the pits for the last time. My mom is waiting for me with my stand. She puts the stand on my bike. Then my mom congratulates me on my ride. Anything can happen in racing, so being safe and finishing the race is probably just as important as winning it. Now the race day is over, so we wait for prize giving. Prize giving takes place at the clubhouse in Killarney. All the prizes are placed very neatly on the table. I'm very excited that I won the race, but also very happy that I had a very safe day.
Right now we come to the CBR 150 Juniors.
Finally, they announced my racing class.
In first position, number 96. What a brilliant, brilliant ride. Just went. Got it. Well done, Slade Van Niekerk.
When I get my trophy, I was extremely happy.
Okay, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who helped me this weekend. It's been amazing. Huge thanks to my parents for all they do for me, and to everyone who came to support, and to the people from Xcellerate for doing the TBM circuit and being good seniors.
Today was a very good day. I was fastest in both qualifying and practice, and I won all 3 of my races. After today, I still lead the 150 Junior Championship. This is only the 3rd race of the season, and I still have 5 left, so I still have lots of battles to take part in. All this is doing is helping me build my championship chance.
Congratulations, Slade! You've done it once again and proved that you're one of the fastest motorbike racers in the region. We wish you all the best in your future competitions and hope to see you racing on the international circuit. That's all we have in store for this season of Xcellerate. We met so many talented Xcellerators who are dedicated and passionate about their sport. If you want to be our next Xcelerator, visit our Facebook page and tell us about the sport that you do. Who knows? Maybe we'll see you on our next season. See you next time.